I hear some of your.
I think so. So the monitor is.
So he's coming in.
If he takes us down, or is she pretty projecting us? Yeah, we had one break right there. Either could
I would be old, I'm not sure. Before I school in
I wish I could.
I got to go.
But when she took the kid out, as soon as she took him out, we were like, we started pulling it. I'm like, why did you pull that kid?
Yeah, no, for the blind test. The blind test. If you play the song and make it sound emotional,
I did.
But they're all, so you want to have, they're probably the same. I mean, the only part that's like one kid, the only problem is that she's having an on. I know what they did, they were all, they'd ask the question, they'd all want to do.
okay, well, you want
And he would.
Yeah, Teresa said it.
The details are all-
red one. Two. All right, are we ready?
I'm just about ready, let me set up my.
And this is B team first, correct?
Yes. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. Quarter one, toss-up questions. Question one, famous places. Polygonal name given to the Virginia headquarters. Red 4.
The Pentagon?
Correct. Question 2, history. People who do not want to testify against themselves are said to take what amendment? Red 2.
The 11th.
Incorrect. Green 2.
The first.
Incorrect. I think we're done, right?
We're done, yeah.
That would be the 5th Amendment. Number 3, math calculation. Find the greatest common factor of 1, 20, and 24. Green 1. 24. That is correct. Question 4, science. Name the soft covering which contains layers like the dermis.
Skin.
Red 3.
Skin.
Skin is correct.
Okay, remember to hold on.
Question 5, literature. Wanda Lee, Ralphie Tonelli, Phoebe Therese, Keisha Franklin, Dorothy Ann, Carlos Ramon, Arnold Perlstein, and Miss Frizzle are red 3.
Magic School Bus.
Correct. Question 6, video games. What fictional dinosaur's island is the setting for Mario rescuing Luigi in a Nintendo game?
Can you repeat the question?
No.
Yoshi.
They can't repeat questions.
Question 7, language arts. Name a part of speech that indicates direction, position, or location, and includes the words above, with, and beside. Red 3. That is incorrect. It is a preposition.
Good try.
Question 8, games. Name this classic Parker Brothers board game in which you seek to buy properties. Green 1.
Monopoly.
Correct. Question 9, scientists. Speleologists study these underground structures, the result of extensive dissolution of limestone or similar rocks. These hollow spaces may feature stalagmites. Green 2.
Caves.
Caves is correct. Question 10, music. Name the song written by Francis Scott Key. It was declared the American national anthem. Red 2.
Artificial banner.
Correct. Question 11, history. Kent saw Colatool was a god of these people, who may have confused the arrival of Hernan Cortez with God's return. Red 3.
The Incas.
That is incorrect. Green 1.
The Aztecs.
That is correct.
Good try. Good try.
Number 12, literature. Edgar Allan Poe drew on Gothic themes to write this short story, whose narrator is driven mad by what he believes is the beating of a tidal organ belonging to the landlord. Red 2. That is incorrect. Green 4.
Beating heart.
Incorrect. A telltale heart. 13. Famous people. Name this deaf and blind girl who was taught language and speech by Anne. Red 2. 4. Geography. Name this southernmost city of the continental United States. This 2,300 plus miles. Green 1.
Hawaii.
Incorrect. Of US Route 1 runs from Fort Kent in Maine south through Miami to this city. Red 3.
Fort Lauderdale.
Incorrect. It is Key West. Question 15, television. This children's TV show has featured Muppets in pop culture parodies like Upside Down Town Abbey. Red 1.
Sesame Street.
Yes. Question 16, science. This is the only atom for which an exact quantum mechanical solution exists. It consists of 1 proton and 1 electron.
Hydrogen.
That is correct. Question 17, history. Name this period of time from 1920 to 1933. Red 3.
Swinging 20s.
That is incorrect. During which alcohol was banned within the United States.
Prohibition.
Correct.
A little bit too.
18, math. Adding all the values in the set, then dividing by the total number of values Green 1.
Lumine.
Nice job. Number 19, literature. Name this popular children's character, the best friend of Christopher Robin and Piglet. Red 1.
Winnie the Pooh.
Correct. And your final question is on movies. Patton Oswalt voiced this rodent, the protagonist of Ratatouille. Red 1.
Ratatouille.
Incorrect. In the film,
Remy.
correct. Wait, we call them, okay, huh? And that's the end of round 1.
Good job with that.
Round 2 will be your worksheet round. You guys can come up to these tables.
Worksheet for there, and then the front of the. I got a table up here. Probably a few, but
Yeah, I like that. Go ahead.
Now it is.
Thank you.
2 minutes, right?
we'll just go after you tell them that it's on the turn.
So write a D there,
Oh,
write a D. Don't turn it over, just write a D for don't.
So when
And wait
after
for
you
them
tell
to
what the
say
category is, you just tell them to turn.
okay, quarter 2 is the worksheet round. You will have 2 minutes to complete the worksheet. All answers on this worksheet will begin with the letter S. Please flip your paper. One minute. Seconds. Fifteen seconds. Time.
That's really good.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right, question 1, the enforced separation of different racial groups. 2, the location of the Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco.
Yes.
Question 3, a figure of speech expressing a resemblance between things, simile.
Yes.
Question 4, occurring or operating at the same time, simultaneous.
No, but good try for the single.
Yes, for more.
Number 5, small marine fish in which the male carries the eggs, seahorse.
Yes.
6, said or done without having been planned in advance, spontaneous.
No.
More than yes.
Number 7, the capital of California, Sacramento.
Yes.
Question 8, when the sun is at its greatest distance from the equator, solstice.
No.
No.
Question 9, a legal right to vote, suffrage.
No.
10, Pacific Northwest city where you would find the Space Needle, Seattle.
Yes.
11, the ability to sustain prolonged physical or mental effort, stamina.
Yes.
Number 12, a smooth drink of fresh fruit pureed with milk or ice cream, a smoothie.
Yes.
13, a town in which the television show The Simpsons is set, Springfield.
Yes.
Capital of New Mexico, Santa Fe.
Yes.
Question 15, the general time or setting action takes place in the story, the setting.
Yes.
16, a word having a similar meaning, synonym.
Yes.
17, the Australian city known for their opera house, Sydney.
Yes.
18, elongated, legless, carnivorous reptiles, snake.
Yes.
State capital of Oregon, Salem.
Yes.
And the last one, tofu is made from this, soybean.
No.
Come on over, y'all.
Order 3 will be toss up and bonus.
Okay, I got it. Katie, can you come in? Griffin?
Go back.
Okay, so very close match at halftime. The guest Delta-Wood Middle School has a nice score of 200. And Moreland Ridge at 250, so very close. Everyone's still in the game.
Okay, quarter 3, this will be the toss up and bonus round.
Okay, and my captain is near right there.
7 feet.
You're-
All right, here we go. Question number 1 is on science. The calories on a food label indicate the amount of energy the food contains in one serving. Which form of energy is contained in food? Red 2.
Fat.
I'm sorry?
Fat.
Incorrect. Green 1.
Carbohydrates?
Incorrect. It is chemical energy. Question 2, sports. In what country did the Olympic Games originate?
Greece. Greece.
Greece is correct. Your bonus questions are famous people. This one-time professional wrestler has one of the most popular Instagram accounts. While he is more popular in movies these days, his account is him with his children.
Dwayne Johnson.
Correct. Second bonus. What author of the Declaration of Independence was also the third president of the United States?
Thomas Jefferson.
Correct. Question 3 is on art. Warhol is probably best known for his depiction of what red and white labeled objects that come in tomato and chicken noodle varieties. Green 2.
Campbell soup.
Correct. Your bonus questions are language arts. Term refers to the set of rules of a language, such as the order subjects and verbs should appear in a sentence. Can they steal?
Yes.
Okay.
The subject.
Incorrect. It is grammar. Toss-up B. The use of the same consonant at the beginning of each word is called what?
That should be coming.
You only have 1 second.
Okay, no answer?
No, it's 15.
No, 10.
Okay,
Okay, now we
Delta?
you.
Capital.
alliteration. Question 4 is on literature. The title character of this book speaks for the trees when you read 4.
The Lorax.
The Lorax is correct. Your bonus questions are science. What phenomenon has north and south poles and causes metal objects to stick together?
Magnetism.
They said magnetism.
I think so because he asked what the phenomenon is.
I'm just asking you to.
Yep.
That is correct. It says magnets. Part B. On the electromagnetic spectrum, what phenomenon can be seen from around 400 nanometers to 740 nanometers? Examples of this phenomenon are often abbreviated Rory G. Biv.
Infrared.
Incorrect.
Rainbows.
Incorrect.
You're gonna
Color.
check yourself. Roy G. Biv, come on, yeah.
Question 5 is on mythology. Medusa is an example of what type of mythological monster? Green 1.
Scorpion.
Correct. Your bonus questions are music. When a dot appears under a note, it instructs the musician to play that note in what manner, which is supposed to sound shortened and detached from the rest.
Staccato.
Correct. Your second question, what music theory term is symbolized by a double lowercase f and means to play very loudly?
Fortissimo.
That is correct. Question 6 is geography. The Seine River flows through what French capital? Red 3.
Paris.
Correct. Your bonus question is animals. The phyla Nematoda and Annelida are what creatures that are tube-like, have no eyes, and include leeches?
Eels.
That is incorrect.
Worms.
Worms is correct. Question B. This large canine is native to Eurasia and North America. Dogs are a direct descendant of this gray variety. That is correct. Question 7 is on science. Intrusive rocks are formed by magma. However, extrusive rocks are formed from what substance that often covers the outside of a recently red 4?
Lava.
Lava is correct. Your questions are on history. During the French Revolution, what execution device was used to behead many French leaders?
The guillotine.
Correct. Your second question. This amendment in the Bill of Rights prohibits cruel and unusual punishment.
City.
That is correct. Question 8, math. The ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter equals what number? Red 4.
Pi.
That is correct. Your bonus questions are on television. Name this television channel that aired such shows as Dexter's Laboratory and the Powder Puff Girls, but is now better known for airing regular show and Adventure Time.
Cartoon Network.
That is correct. Your second question. This reality show has had 16, however, very few actually follow through and get married.
The Bachelor.
That is correct. Question 9 is on religion. Brahma and Vishnu.
Hinduism.
That is incorrect. Are two of the three gods that make up the Trimurti in Hinduism, a religion from this country. Green 1.
India.
That is correct. Your bonus questions are geography. The highest mountain in Africa is a stratovolcano with 3 cones.
Kilimanjaro.
That is correct. Question B. These powerful waves are sometimes mistakenly called tidal waves, but are instead caused by earthquakes, volcanoes, or explosions.
Tsunami.
That is correct. We are on our final question. Question 10 is about animals. Name these insects related to wasps that pollinate flowers. Red 4.
Bees.
That is correct. The bonus questions are on history. The 12th Amendment changed the procedure by which this body determines the winner of a presidential and vice presidential election. That is correct. And your second question, in countries that are classified as constitutional monarchies, the actual power to govern is in the hands of bodies usually called what?
Parliament.
That is correct. And that is the end of the third portion.
Okay, still in grade. Okay, swap where stated.
Getting on, once you come in here for Katie, leave out as you go.
Okay, so remember, we call, we bring along some questions, so, yeah.
Okay, as always, it comes down to the last round, very close match. I'll keep you in suspense.
Ready? Okay. Quarter 4 pyramid questions. This first question is on literature. In one of this author's novels, Sidney Carton says, "It is a far, far better thing that I do," upon making the decision to replace Charles Darnay at the guillotine. In another novel by this author, Charlie Bates and the Artful Dodger teach the title orphan to pickpocket. In another, Green 2.
Charles Dickens.
That is correct. Your second question is on science. This organ is targeted by the bacteria H. pylori, and its upper section is called the fundus. This organ includes the greater and lesser curvature and contains folds called rugae. This organ that is located below the diaphragm helps produce gastric acid to aid in digestion. Red 1.
The stomach.
Correct. Question 3 is geography. The independence of this commonwealth has been sought by Reuben Barros, while an opposite approach has been pushed by Pedro Perlusi. In 2012, this commonwealth elected Alejandro Garcia Padilla as governor and voted in a referendum to end its territorial status. Name this Caribbean island.
Puerto Rico.
Green 4.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico is correct. Question 4, history. The protagonist of one work is warned about this event by Moshe the Badal, who escaped this event after being forced onto a cattle train from the Sige ghetto. Meep Geese kept a work detailing the narrator's first kiss with Peter Van Pelt.
The Diary of Anne Frank.
Incorrect. In the secret annex during this event. The title character of that work hid with his sister Margot during this event before being taken to Bergen-Belsen. Night by Elie Wiesel and Anne Frank's The Diary of a Young Girl detail experiences during what genocide that occurred in 20th century Europe?
The Holocaust.
Correct. Question 5, mythology. The cult of this god was centered at Abydos, and this god is often depicted holding a crook and flail. Green 4.
Ra.
That is incorrect. This god was the son of Yev and Nut, and is often depicted as a green-skinned mummy. After this god was killed by his brother Set, his body was cut into 14 pieces and scattered throughout his country. Identify this husband of Isis, who was the Egyptian god of the underworld. How do you say it? Osiris? Number 6, music. One player of this instrument recorded the song Salt Peanuts and played a bent version of this instrument. Another player of this instrument led his namesake, Hot Five, and recorded the hit song Heebie-Jeebies. A third player of this instrument drew on Iberian folk music for his album. Sketches of Spain, and including the song So What on his album. Kind of Blue. Dizzy Gillespie, Louis Armstrong, and Miles Davis. Green 2.
Trumpet.
The trumpet is correct. Question 7 in science. This organelle is affected in patients with Kearns-Sayre syndrome, and protein transport in this organelle is regulated by the TIM-TOM complex. This organelle releases cytochrome C to start apoptosis, and the foldings within this organelle are known as cristae. What cellular organelle is known as the powerhouse? Green 4.
The mitochondria.
Correct. Question 8, theater. Early in this musical, one character converses with John Lawrence and Hercules Mulligan, and that character later begins green 4.
Hamilton.
That is correct. Question 9, geography. This geographical feature has its lowest point at Bentley Trench. A lake here lies under Bostick Station. Mount Erebus is found on Ross Island off its coast between Marie Byrd and Victoria Island. The Sentinel Range of the Ellsworth Mountains contains its highest peak, Vinson Massif, located at the Rhone Ice Shelf. Getting only 5 to 10 inches of precipitation a year, it is considered a desert. Identify the southernmost continent that green for.
Antarctica.
That is correct. And question 10 is famous places. Home to the Eagles NFL team, this red for.
Philadelphia.
Correct. Time is over.
Okay, good man. You guys want to sleep on it?
Okay, very good job by both squads. The final score is Moreland Ridge, 470, Delta Woods, 400. Nice job.
Okay, let's go with read, action,
Okay, Levi, Josiah, Katie, Ella.
Yeah. I want you guys, I want you.
Good, everybody ready? Coach, ready? I'm ready.
I'm gonna have you guys go ahead and pass green 1, 2, 3, 4. Red. All right. Quarter 1, toss up. First question is on history. This amendment states that soldiers may not, green 2. Third Amendment is correct. Question 2, spelling. Spell dysfunctional. Red 1.
Dysfunctional.
That is correct. Question 3, math computation. What is the complement of a 5-degree angle? Green 2.
An 85-degree angle.
Correct. Question 4, music. A musical arrangement consisting of a series of melodies from various sources is called a what? Green 4.
A medley.
That's correct. Question 5, science. What describes a chemical solution that is neither acidic or basic? Red 1.
Neutral.
That is correct. Question 6, history. On October 16, 1859, the United States Arsenal at Harper's Ferry, Virginia was seized. What abolitionist led what was supposed to initiate a slave uprising? Green 4.
Harriet Tubman.
That is incorrect.
Sorry.
Time. John Brown. Question 7, art. He spent 4 years painting the 50-yard-long ceiling of the Sistine Green 2.
Michelangelo.
Correct. Question 8, famous places. Which president's collection of books became the foundation of the present Green 2?
Harry Truman.
Incorrect. Of the present Library of Congress. 4,
Thomas Jefferson.
that is correct. Question 9, animals. These marine animals of the class Asteroidea can regenerate body parts and red 1.
Starfish.
Correct. Question 10 is history. Which of our 50 states was an independent country? Green 1.
Texas.
That is correct. Question 11 is sports. Side out, center back, and spike.
Volleyball?
Correct. Question 12, language arts. Madam reads the same backward or forward. Such words are called what? Red 3.
Palindrome.
Correct. Question 13 is science. Caused by a strong upward draft of air, this column revolves rapidly. Red 1.
Tornado.
Incorrect. And creates an low pressure at its center. Identify this whirling cloud of air and vapor which extends from a cloud to the surface of a lake, a sea, or an ocean. Green 1.
A water spout.
Correct. Question 14, famous people. This American president had a varied career as a Navy officer, nuclear engineer, successful farmer, businessman, and governor. Red 4.
Like the Eisenhower.
Incorrect. He now builds homes for Habitat for Humanity at 96 years old. Green 2.
Harry Truman.
Incorrect. Carter. Question 15 is animals. What familiar zoo animal has an appetite for insects, especially termites and ants? Green 2.
Anteater.
Correct. 16 is history. Papyrus is a water plant that now grows mainly in the upper Nile Valley. Ancient Egyptians used this plant for what purpose? Red 2.
Writing material?
I don't know. All the words you
They're saying yes, paper.
Okay.
Question 17, math calculation. Divide 45 by 1/5. Red 1.
9.
Incorrect. Green 2.
225.
That is correct. Question 18 is on science. Botany is the branch of science dealing with the study of plants. Red 4. I'm sorry, what?
That was Max.
Oh. What branch of science involves the study of fossils? Green 2.
Archaeology.
Incorrect.
That's it.
That's it, okay. Oh, sorry, paleontology. Question 19 is on language. Every complete sentence must contain a subject, and this part, Green 2.
A predicate.
Predicate is correct. And the last question is music. If a passage of music is marked PP, what does it mean? Red one. Correct. And that is the end of round one.
Okay, so Maddie, let's go into this worksheet round. So going for,
Anything this one?
hey, worksheet round there. Get up, around. Yeah, it's, you're gonna walk out here. Okay, and, and that's the 7th grade plot is you the right. Take the liver up, jog in place, do whatever it takes. Wake up.
Okay, quarter 2 is the worksheet round. You will have 2 minutes to complete the worksheet. All answers on the worksheet will begin with the letter C. You may begin. Minute left. $30 seconds. Time.
Okay, take your seats. Good job, I see you finished. Hopefully you didn't like Mary got a little while.
You guys ready?
Yep.
Question 1, Wyoming State Capitol, Cheyenne.
Yes.
No.
Question 2, the size of something as given by the distance around it, circumference.
Yes.
Yes.
Question 3, an arrangement of events by time, chronologically,
No, I did try that.
chronological,
We did.
chronology. Well, I don't know.
They wrote calendar, but that's good.
Okay.
Not bad.
Question 4, a thread-like strand of DNA that carries genes, chromosome.
Yes.
Yes.
Question 5, Sacramento is the capital of this state, California.
Yes.
Yes.
6, this island in the Caribbean used to be off limits to Americans, Cuba.
Yes.
Yes.
7, what are the tiny blood vessels that connect arteries and veins? Capillaries.
Yes.
8, these two-wheeled horse-drawn vehicles were used in Rome, chariots.
Yes.
9, a novel whose title Spider leaves messages to save a pig, Charlotte's Web.
Yes.
Yes.
10, to express discontent, displeasure, or unhappiness, complaint.
Yes.
No.
11, Hartford is this state's capital, Connecticut.
No.
12, the weather conditions of an area over a long period, climate.
Yes.
13, the art and science of making maps, photography.
Yes.
14, in Finding Nemo, Nemo was this type of fish, clownfish.
Yes.
15, a tropical tree cultivated for its juicy, edible fruit like lemon, citrus.
Yes.
16, a shape with a circular base and sides tapering to a point, cone.
No, but good try.
Yes.
17, a quantity that does not vary, constant.
Yes.
18, a large underground chamber, typically of natural origin, cave.
Yes.
19, a dessert usually served at birthdays with candles on top, cake.
Yes.
And 20, opening slightly, openly straightforward and direct without secretiveness, candid.
No.
No.
So clear with me. So all your answers you got wrong, so you need to see. Okay, let's go with, okay, only information, and you want to go back in for a minute.
Okay, at halftime, our score is, our visitors Delta Woods at 240, and Moreland Ridge at 260. So we have 2 questions and 1 out. Easy work.
All right, round 3 or quarter 3 are your toss up and vote. Question 1 is history.
Okay, my captain, captain's in here.
First seat,
Yeah, first.
who's captain? Second seat? Okay. History, question 1. What is the minimum voting age in the United States? Green 2.
18.
That is correct. Your bonus questions are language arts. If a poet writes, clouds chased each other around across the face of the moon, what type of figure of speech are they using?
Personification.
That is correct. Question B. The opposite of in is out. The opposite of up is down. What term refers to a word meaning the opposite of another word?
Antonym.
That is correct. Question 2 is spelling. Spell Mediterranean. Red 1,
M-E-D-I-T-E-R-R-A-N.
That is incorrect. Green 2.
MEDITERRANNEAN.
That is incorrect. Question 3 is on mythology. One of the Titans, he was condemned to hold the heavens on red 4.
Atlas.
Correct. Your bonus questions are animals. A small, bony fish of the herring family found on some pizzas.
Anchovy.
That is correct. Question B. These reptiles are only found in the United States and China. Some people like to eat their tails.
Alligators.
That is correct. Question 4. Math computation. In a storage room, a family has 5 bicycles, 4 tricycles, and 2 unicycles. What is the sum of the number of red 1?
24.
That is correct. Your bonus questions are on geography. What is the only U.S. state that is divided into 2 separate parts by a large body of water?
Michigan.
That's okay. Michigan is correct. And your second question, off the coast of what country would you find the Great Barrier Reef?
Australia.
That is correct. Question 5 is science. This is the 5th planet from the red 1.
Jupiter.
Jupiter is correct. Your bonus questions are history. This Portuguese navigator made the first sea voyage to India.
Prince Henry.
That is incorrect. He was speaking, does that matter? Okay, what did you say, Josiah?
Columbus.
That is incorrect. It was Vasco da Gama. So back to Delta Woods. She was the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt.
Cleopatra the Third.
Correct. Question 6, literature. This African-American poet who utilizes the sounds of jazz and Harlem streets was known for the poem Dream Deferred. Red 3.
Langston Hughes.
Correct. Your bonus questions are animals. In fish, they are commonly leaf-like structures situated at each side of the pharynx. What is the name of this organ that fish use for respiration?
Gills.
That is correct. What one word is both the name of a small hairy fruit and a rare flightless bird?
Kiwi.
That is correct. Question 7, math. In geometric terms, if 2 segments meet at a point, they form an angle. What is this point of intersection? Green 2.
Vertices.
I don't know the answer.
All right,
Where the math? Is it the same?
It's plural.
Vertices is plural,
then that would be fine.
The vertex, yes. Bonus questions are history. The U.S. Civil War officially began in 1861 with the shelling of what South Carolina fort?
Time.
Elwood?
something, or something.
That is correct, something. Question B, President Franklin Roosevelt first coined this name in 1941. Identify this international organization established immediately after World War II as a means of maintaining international peace.
The United Nations.
That is correct. Question 8, math. In mathematics, a quantity commonly described as rise over run. Red one, slope is correct. Your bonus questions are science. In chemical experiments, what kind of paper is used to tell whether a solution is an acid or a base?
Acidic paper.
Incorrect.
pH.
Incorrect. It's called litmus paper. Delta Woods, B. This infectious agent is so small it can only be seen with an electron microscope. What are these agents which cause measles, mumps, yellow fever, polio, and influenza?
Viruses.
Viruses, correct. Question 9 is sports. This baseball team plays their home game in Chicago at Wrigley Red 1.
Cubs.
Cubs is correct. Your questions are geography. Country consisting of many islands, including Timor, Borneo, Java, and Bali.
Indonesia.
That is correct. And your second question, many of these hot springs that shoot water into the air at intervals are found in Yellowstone National Park. What are they called?
Geysers.
Geysers is correct. Your final question is on movies. The movie Star Wars has several characters that are non-human. What sidekick character, red one,
Chewbacca.
incorrect, has a revolving top, is short and squat, and rolls from place to place?
R2D2.
Correct. Your bonus questions are history. Used by ancient Egyptians from 3400 BC until about 500 AD, its meaning was lost until the early 1800s when the Rosetta Stone was discovered. What is this ancient system of picture writing called?
Hieroglyphics.
Correct. And your final bonus. The last stanza of the poem, The New Colossus, begins with, give me your tired, your poor, and ends with, I lift my lamp beside the golden door. On what famous statue is this poem located?
The Lincoln Memorial.
Incorrect.
Statue of Liberty.
That is correct.
Are you sure? Yes. Yes. I know it was.
Okay, so you guys ready? You feeling good? Okay, I'll just go with you right there. Wake up, people, wake up. Good job.
Okay, so Katie, you're back in, and I'll let her out.
Just switch. Yes, good.
Are we ready? Okay, fourth quarter impairment questions. Your first question is history. Founded in 1933 by Valdor von Sorach, its program for boys began at the age of 14 and in red 1. Correct. Good work. Question 2, science. This element remains solid at higher temperatures than other elements. Work involving hairy proto led to the discovery of its 60 atom form, now vital to nanotechnology. It's the fourth most abundant element, red 1.
Carbon.
Carbon is correct. Question 3, music. This instrument is said to have been invented by Bartholomew Cristofori. It is usually classified as a red 1.
Piano.
Piano is correct. Question 4, mythology. After failing to convince Poseidon to help the Achaeans during the Trojan War, this deity recruited Hypnos to trick Zeus into falling asleep. Red 1.
Hera.
Hera is correct. Question 5, sports. Tommy Henson won the Rookie of the Year award for this team in 1957, and he currently works as a local TV announcer for this team. During this team's Ubuntu era, Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce anchored the Big Three and won the 2008 NBA championship. This team is currently led by coach Brad Stevens and forward Jason Tatum. Name this team that employed Larry Bird, a Massachusetts-based team that played its games at the TD Garden in their green and white uniforms. Green 2.
The Bucks.
Incorrect. Red 3.
Something.
Correct. Question 6, famous places. In the east of this desert, the salty Lake Turkana is threatened by a dam on the Omo River. The large-eared fennec fox lives in this desert, where 2 grand ergs lie in the rain shadow of the Atlas red 1.
Sahara Desert.
Incorrect. of the Atlas Mountains to its north. This desert is north of a transition zone that passes from Sudan to Mali, called the Sahel. What is the name of this African desert, the largest in the world? Green 2.
Sahara.
Correct.
What did you say, Vincent?
I was thinking of the one in North
Okay,
America.
you're good. I thought you said.
Started with
Sahara.
an S, but that was not.
Yeah.
Question 7 is geography. This geographical feature has its lowest point at Bentley Trench. Red 4.
Antarctica.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Had that one?
Yeah.
Today? Okay. Question 8, history. This event was supported by Cotton Mather, who wrote Wonders of the Invisible World about it. During this event, several participants made use of spectral evidence, and the red 4.
The Salem trials.
Correct. Question 9 is science. A hypothetical type of this structure is the 20-mile-long O'Neill cylinder. The most recently completed one of these is China's Tiangong 2. Valerie, green 4.
Hyperloop.
Incorrect. Valerie Kulikov holds the endurance record for spending 437 days aboard one of these called MER, and the American one, Skylab, crashed in Australia upon re-entry. Name this type of structure whose international example houses astronauts and their red 1.
Space station.
Space station is correct. Question 10, technology. This company's chief operating officer, who addressed issues facing working women in her book Lean In, is Sheryl Sandberg. While some people blamed its loss in value last year on Morgan Stanley, others blamed its CFO, David Ebersman, who offered a lot of shares at a high price during its May 2012 initial public offering. Identify the social media company founded by Mark Zuckerberg. Red 1. Facebook is correct. And that is the end of the fourth quarter.
Get around. All right, victory this time goes to Delta Woods. Congratulations, nice job.
Good job.
Thanks for coming over tonight.
So I get to keep this.
It's all yours. It's all yours.
Good luck on the rest of your season.
Thank you. You the same.
What do you guys think?
What was it going in?
Going in, it was